you are fortunate, for this is a big day. Right, okay, this is pretty much taken me about 6 weeks to get down to this. What we're looking at, you've seen it like this before: front cylinder off, sides off, and everything, gearbox out. But it's actually loose. It's not in the frame anymore. If I grab hold of that, there you go. Right, it's only sitting there at the moment. You know, I could lift it out like a total hero, but it's only sitting there at the moment because I've taken the top off. Look, you can see springs. I did a video before of massive springs, and there's some beauties there, big springs, and that's coming off now. I'll take that off, and that'll just make the whole thing easier to move. The front mounts come off with it, and also the back mount is an integral part of the engine. it's a part of the engine, it seems, from everything I can work out. But what I'm saying is, when you can't get the back mount off until you split the crankcases, I'm pretty sure, although I might just be misreading what I've seen so far. I wasn't sure whether to try and take the front ones off, but this seems to have worked out. They're fine, they're not going to get in the way. The oil pump, I'll be able to take that off, or I have to take that off, obviously. And then we're splitting the crankcases. I can get one side of the crankcase off, but apparently the other side has to be pressed out, which is fun. So I'll probably get that, I don't know, see how that goes. Yeah, the idea is you can't tap it out with a mallet because that might knock the crankshaft out of true. But the idea is I'm sending it off to be trued up anyway and completely rebuilt. So is that such a problem? I'll probably ask the man I'm sending it to. He'll know. He knows everything. And so once the engine's out, it's about 150 miles away, the place it's got to go, the crankshaft. I don't know if I'm going to drive it there or post it or what. We'll work this out. So once that's out, I can clean everything up, and then I can paint the frame, and I can do the wiring and everything. For instance, it's going to have indicators, and these are very cheap. These, 4 of them for tenner. I'm working on the basis that I've rarely had indicators on a motorcycle. It's just there's a fair bit of poke to this, and I'd rather not take my hands off the handlebars to do signals. I have been doing that all last year, and it's not ideal. You get some hairy moments on roundabouts when it's slippery and wet and everything. So if I'm going to have indicators, I'm going to have cheap ones, because I remember why I don't have indicators. When I was very young, I was about 17, I had a GP100 Suzuki, and I crashed into something, or something crashed into me, or I fell off or something, but the indicator was broken, so I went to find out how much a new indicator was, and I couldn't believe what I was hearing. And that was the point where I just took the other 3 off and thought, forget it. So I've always seen indicators as an accident waiting to happen. But this time I'm mature, I'm grown up, I'm 53. I'm not going off-road with this thing. I'm definitely not going to be riding it on magic mushrooms. I'm unlikely to be racing my mates the wrong way around Tiverton one-way system. In short, I think I'm finally responsible enough for indicators.